Hello. I should be going, I should be good. Alright, so... I'm gonna do another Tiny Glade just because it's been on my brain recently. I want to make a thing, and it's a relatively simple thing for me to reach for on the shelf, as it were. So yeah. Also, it's been a year since I started streaming. Close enough to a year. I think my very first stream was last year, Sunday, October 1st. And given this is Sunday, September 29th, and the first is like 2 days away now, it's pretty much been a year. Pretty much. So, heck, things that are new. I've gone through a lot of games. I don't have like a full retrospective or anything on it, but there's been a lot. There's been a lot in that time. There is also something I've been playing with before I really get started here. So I've had my little animated GIF character just sitting there, petting an owl, bopping her ears and feather antenna for a while now. Hello! I don't know if I'll keep this going for the whole stream, but I made a thing. Let's see if this works. Ta-da! She bounces when I talk. New character model, sort of. I got PNG Tuber Plus and played around with it. It's not perfect, but it'll do. It'll do something. This is a test run to see if my computer can handle running that as well as a game. Yeah. She only really seems to bounce when it's been a little bit. She doesn't really keep going while I'm talking unless, like, my voice peaks a little bit or the volume goes up. So, maybe there's some sliders or something I have to adjust, but, yeah. There they are. So, Tiny Glade. I want to build a little Fey forest house. Yeah, new Fey glamour. I want to build a little Fey forest house somewhere over here. And I've set up an entire platform to be a small town over here. I can't promise that I'm gonna fill this, like, in this one stream session. I'm gonna focus over here first of all. But, yeah, I just want to make an entire little, miniature world. And the house over here is going to be where the little Fae lives. I haven't fully decided if I want it on this little outcropping or more in this area. I think I might lean a little more towards this area and put her right by this bit of, like, low-lying stream area here. Just put her up on this hill. So, let's see. I think we need to start with a little cube. And then I think that the little cube needs to have some changes made. Let's widen it out here a little bit. Put a little depth that way. That's all well and good. I am going to... I think I'm going to go ahead and swap it this way. Make this, and let's see if changing the style to wood. Yeah, I like that edge better. I like that edge a lot better. Oh, right. When I was planning this, I had another thought. And that is that technically... See, I have drawn a little fairy house of sorts for this character before, just for the fun of it. However, drawing is a bit different than, you know, playing this in a game, because, well, I mean, you got fewer constraints. For example, types of house. And so what I want to do here, actually, is create a, like a stone bottom to the house. Which then becomes wood at the top. Let me just kind of scoot these in until I just have a ledge. It's a little too far, apparently. You know what? This might be a bit easier if I, 1 second. Yeah, let's get some brickwork in here. Okay. I don't mind the railing look as like a decorative element. I might just kind of leave that. It's fine. I just gotta scoot it all the way into touch. There we go. There we go. That's a bit of a design. Okay. Now another thing I think I want to do, couple of things, is I'm going to get a full ground platform. Which is going to be scooched out kind of like that. And then I'm going to put pads around to make it steppy style. So let's just narrow that down a little bit. There we go. Just like that. I love how this one bush has stubbornly remained. Whoops, a little too close there. It's okay. I don't know, that can stay, like, for decorative purposes. Maybe not. Maybe not. That ended up looking a little silly because there's 2 layers of house. Alright. So we're just gonna do a little bit of erasing of a path here. And let me go fix the one over here as well. Not quite what I was after. There we go. Okay. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna make this daytime so I can see just a little bit more easily. Oh, that did get rid of the railing thing that I had up top by doing that. Interesting. Okay. That's fine. That's fine, that's fine. Alright. Now here's a thing that might be fun, is if I get a door in here, it's not gonna work right there because that's too low. I've got to go up here, which means it's time to build stairs. I've seen ways that you build stairs in this game, and they are fun. Okay. Okay, first of all, do I want to mess any more with the actual shape of the building, like have a front entryway area, perhaps? I might. That could potentially ease up the stairs issue as well. Okay. Not exactly what I'm after. I think I need to mess with the size a little bit. Now a door will fit right there. And it's just fine. Thing is, do I want to mess with the colors now? Because that is a little plain. I like that roof line better. I could keep the stonework and just go a lighter shade. I do think that I want to darken up the timbers on all of these, though. I just like it a little bit better. Okay, ooh, hold on. You need to be, whoops. Don't mess with that. I need you to be slotted back in there because that stuck out too much. Alright. Scoot you over. There we go. Okay. Okay. I always love a nice blue or green roof. Which one? I think the green comes a little closer to, like, the moth color. No. There we go. We got something coming together. That's something. Do I want to leave the wood door? Honestly, I think I kind of do. I like it standing out a little bit. Make a little, front dirt patch. There we go. That's just how that works. Okay. I cannot put a tiny little window here, which is a bit of a shame. It's just gonna have to be a lantern right there. Ooh, or maybe a lantern to the side and a flag up there. Hold on. How much of a flag can I get? Not a lot. Just a little. Okay. I would like a way to basically set a color for flags before you go in, and then all flags default to that color. They've been doing some quality of life work on this game. They really have, just little things. Apparently they're doing an experimental mode for being able to change the season of the house, of the building. The glade, rather, the glade. I'm searching for words and none of them are correct. Alright. I kind of like a nice little bay window there. With flowers, yes. Perfect. Look at that. Okay, and you know what? I think that up here at the peak there should be an arched window. Just like that. Not enough room for a double, that's fine, unless I scooted it down, but I kind of like it above the thing like that. I might be able to do, like, 2 banners. I don't really want them stretching across like that, though. I can turn off the, you know what? I can turn that off, hold on. If I just go into this one, I can make no. And these two can have a yes banner. Alright, I just need to change what the design is on this one. I kind of like the swirlies. What can I say? I like a lot of them. I also like the moons. Okay, hold on. I think that I want the moons with swirly leaves underneath. No, not the moon with the mountain. I need the moon with the swirly leaves, please. Thank you. There we go. Excuse me. Okay. I think that looks pretty neat. I could potentially put a corner window here. It kind of jams itself in, though. I think I'll leave that be. Okay. So that's the front part. Where would I be... What would I be doing if I didn't put a tower on here somehow? Now, here's the thing. I don't know exactly where I want this tower. See, it could be up here in the front. Kind of just barely attached there. If I can just make it not have the doorway. I might need to raise this thing. Or put another one underneath. So I could have the tower here, towards the front. I could put it a little bit more towards, like, the back corner here. I think I slightly prefer the back corner. Alright, it is time to do some work, because, quite frankly, I don't need it to have that door. So, what's going to happen now is that's going to become a platform for the tower, and I'm going to make it slightly larger. Kind of center it up. And then there's going to be a node tower didn't expect it to go that short. Alright, there we go. We'll do multiple layers. Okay. I kind of extend that out a little bit. And then put a very thin path underneath to make it go steppy. There we go. I am also... I don't really want it to have that archway door that it's trying to spawn in there, but I'm not sure what'll happen if I try to erase the path there, because I've got a lot going on. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I'm also going to kind of mess with this and make it that. Okay. New layer. Scooch it in. Scooch it up. Flatten it down. Okay. Make it about even with that. That's fine. That's fine. You see, we're just kind of stacking things now. And also... I don't need it that tall. Kind of nestled in there, okay. Whoops, going a little wild with that. There we go. I like having an arched roof. Honestly, I might kind of do that with these roofs because I slightly... Oh, it takes out the land... It takes out my, Alright. Takes out my banners. I suspect it'll do the same if I mess with this one as well. Oh, I just can't scoot it in around. Okay. Alright, that's just gonna stay the way it is because I want my banners there. Whoops. Thank you very much. You know what, I never did put a lantern here. Okay, it's a tower. Well, there certainly is a tower structure on the back now. Not fully what I was after, but it's okay. Honestly, I'm not quite sure what I was after. You know what? Hold on, let me mess with something real quick. Let me just kind of see what happens if I, just make a little outcropping of a, the build bit. I like having a little bit of variation in here. Not too bad. I don't know. I like having that. I think that's pretty nice. Let's see with the windows. Nice big bay window there. Gonna lower it a little to match the other one just a bit better. Okay. Do I want to put another couple of windows here? I think I do. I think that's nice. And then, of course, another little banner. Just like that. I like having the flowers underneath it too. That's nice. Okay. Okay. We're getting some kind of progress. Okay, and on this side, also, windows. Not banner, windows. Oops. Okay, can't go too low on that, otherwise it turns into a door. Got it. Noted. Can I do... Okay, I've got to go pretty high on these in order to make them work. Okay, they do have to sit pretty high up. Okay. I think maybe not. I think perhaps I will put the arched ones on the tower. Like that. And I'm gonna mess with that a little bit. And I'll put the square windows down here. I think yes. I think we can kind of space them out because we've got these very nice dividing lines from the wood paneling. Gives us some nice even spaces to work in. Tower sunroom. Nice. Alright. I think more than anything I want a little skylight up here over that peak. Just 'cause. And you know what, let's go ahead and do a bigger skylight. Maybe a set of them. On this side. That kind of matches that, that's good. Roughly centered at least. Okay. Don't want to put one there because the tower's in the way. That's alright. Kind of do a low one. I think that the tower is, at this point is mostly staircase, to be honest. Unless it uses a ladder, I'm not quite sure which. But you can still have a little bit of lighting from the back. Okay, speaking of the back, here we go. Back door, maybe? If I do a back door, I'm gonna have to do stairs. which is going to be interesting because there's a way to do them, but it is very, you've got to pull some baloney in this game to make it work, and it's very finicky. So, what you do to make stairs, apparently, is either wood or stone. You get one of these. Make sure you only have, like, a couple of points if it's, like, the wood one. Raise it up to level. And it turns into a step if you have a path underneath it. And then you have to do that, and you have to scoot it level by level outwards. You can do it with stone, but if you do the stone, you have to use the scissors tool and snip like every 2 stone blocks or so. And heaven help you if you want to recolor all of them. So. That's steps for you. You also have to be careful not to let them, like, snap to each other, especially the stone ones. Why are you not lowering for me? Oh, is there a limit to how low the stone, there might be a limit to how low the wood archways can go. In which case, I might have to scrap that and do it in stone after all. Okay. Here's where the fun begins, then. Alright. Now, snip, snip, and that flattens them out. Unfortunately, it also makes it so I've gotta scoot. And frankly, I need to color it before I scoot them out. So, yeah, that's fine. So I'm gonna be here a while. I might need to also get rid of that path down there. That might help. Yeah, new animation! I was working on that for a little bit and kind of going, you know, is this a neat thing? Will this work? I think it kind of does. Thank you. So far, it seems to be running okay, and that was my biggest concern in a lot of ways, was it going to, like, play nice with me streaming at the same time and everything. So far, seems so good. Wow, that step actually evened out without me needing to cut it. Cool, don't know how that happened, but, I'll take it. Okay. Oh, this one's gonna require me to trim it, especially if it's gonna act up with the pathing underneath there. Okay. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay. How many of these am I gonna need to make? Probably a lot in order to get a staircase going down. the price I pay for having a nice stone border. It's probably would be a lot easier if I just went ahead and did the thing I did on the front with a slight extended entryway just in the back. But no, I've chosen pain, I guess. I'm committed. I am going to keep going. Okay. I got it. I can't have any path here. Absolutely no path. Okay. Man, I hope that the developers at some point go, okay, we're adding things to the game like staircases and bridges. I'm sure people will still do it the hard way just because it will look different, or maybe it'll look better, or their build's going for something specific or something like that. But for my part, no, undo. For my part, I want this to be easier. Alright, let's see. What have I got here? Right about there. Up to about there. Look, if they want to add little, like, rockets that pop up next to doors if the door is a certain height above the ground, then I guess that would, like, imply a solution to the problem. Man, can you imagine? Like, okay, so we made it so your doors can, like, you can put doors up here, like, far from the ground, but if it's a certain height from the ground, then you get a little, like, trampoline that spawns in underneath it. And that's just how you have to imagine anybody living in this world getting up to that door. We get the gag from the Emperor's New Groove for the last time we did not order a giant trampoline. You know what, I think one more step should do it. It is kind of descending down into this bush, but there's not a lot that I can do about that unless I, like... Hold on. Can I erase flower and get rid of it right there? Or is that just... Nope, that's just gonna be there unless I, yeah, unless I put a path down, and that's gonna mess up my, staircase. Something fierce. Yep, nope, never mind that. Okay, the staircase is just gonna go down into a bush. That's just going to be how this works. The back door is not used very often. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Mostly because the game is not giving me a lot of other options. Yeah, I will say, as kind of slapstick as it sort of is, kind of slapdash as it is, that's the word I'm looking for, it's not too bad. Especially if I kind of maybe, put a little, whoops. Wrong one. I can't raise that any further, but that's okay. It's not perfect, but it kind of works. It's rickety. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I accept this. It's fine. It's just fine. Alright. Give me the one with the flowers. Thank you very much. Nothing but flower windows. I am definitely putting an arched window underneath the archway, though. Ooh, I might even do a double. Just 'cause. Okay, here's a fun thing that they put in here. When you go to change the... Whoops. When you go to change the color of the window frame to all of these options, and I don't mind the white, but the blue and green is nice. You can also now change the color of the light that glows inside. It used to be all the, like, golden yellow lights. Now you've got the same options for windows as you have for lanterns. So if you want to make a big spooky dark vampire castle or something with red lanterns, you don't have to have the golden warm yellow lights. You can have red lights in the windows. You can have purple, you can have blue. I think for this, I think I might want to make blue lights in the windows. I'm gonna make it dark and see how it looks. In a moment. Let me just kind of, mess with all the windows so they're at the very least uniform. I don't know how bright they're gonna shine, to be honest. I also want to, like, change all the window frames on the house. So, this could be interesting. And, you know, if I don't like it, I can always go back and change everything again, though it'll be a little bit... I will have to go around and click on every single window in order to do so. But I feel like I can't really guess at how it's going to look if it's only one or two that have the colored glow. I want to see what all of them look like first. And then if I want to, I will change them individually. I'll leave the tower windows alone. Let's go ahead and see what happens if I bring it around to nightfall. That's actually not too bad. I could see that really working for something like, I don't know, Wizard's Tower? Speaking of tower, I might actually... Hold on. What if I do a green up here? Is that... It's a little subtle. Especially with the, especially with how dark it gets. I'll say there's not a lot of luminosity, I think, to the green with all of the, like... I think it's being drowned out by the blue light that just dominates this area, the outdoors at night here. It's okay. It's okay. But, if I mix them a little bit. The yellow light there. I'm gonna keep the blue lights on that side. I might put yellows in the front to kind of go with the lantern. Yeah, you can fully RGB light up the a house. You can do every single window a different color if you have 5 windows. You know what? Hold on. Yeah, the red is a very good glow. The purple's not too bad. Unfortunately, I think the blue does kind of get swallowed up in just the nighttime ambience here. The green's okay. It also kind of gets eaten. Yeah, I suspect your best bets for making it show up really at night are going to be the yellow and the red. Possibly the purple. Let's see. Yeah, I think the purple kind of gets swallowed as well. Honestly, the blue kind of works if you want the implication that lights are not on. Because then you could do something where only certain windows are lit up yellow, and the blue will blend into the night pretty nicely. So you can have a building, you can have a structure where it does not look that there is a light on in every single window, if you, like, alternate the yellow and the blue. I'm gonna leave the green down there. That's interesting. It's different. It's the blue and the yellow blending together a little. And honestly, for this, I might go with the purple. Cause see, that's the computer room. That's like just a comfy reading observatory room sort of thing. And then the rest of it is just house. It's just like living space with a lot of windows because windows are light and light is good. Maybe I'll pop some yellow in here just from them like catching indoor lights, like anything underneath the roof. Oh, did I? Huh. Is it blending with something? Because I swear that's more purple than yellow, but I clicked yellow on it. Interesting. Are they blending together? You'd think this one would in that case. Maybe not. Maybe it's just a little glitch or something. It could just be the game messing up a little bit. They have been doing a lot of little patches and updates and things like that recently. Alright. That's not bad. I think all that's really left is a, couple of gardens. Maybe some, There we go. I think there should be more of a garden on this side. Draw a straight line with fences by basically just making a very small fence and then dragging the nodes out so you don't end up with this snaky line. If you prefer a snaky line, though, just do it that way. Do it the regular way. Maybe not. Okay. I think that if I just kind of... There we go. I prefer that. Alright, we gotta be careful not to mess with the lowest step, so, surgical precision with the path tool. Kind of scrub out the implication of a path going around this way, just cause. There we go. Okay, flowers. I don't want to... I kind of don't want to lose the ones that are already under the window, but that might just have to happen because that's as small as the brush gets. Yeah, it's a nice big bush, it's fine. And of course the garden spills out because it can do whatever it wants. Get some more garden around to the side here. More flowers. Okay. All right. That's a fairy house in the forest. Faintest little path going down to the bridge. Of course, you can't put a tree in the middle of a building. It's not popping up, it seems. Alright, that's fine. I just was curious for a second. Didn't think it would work. Anyhow, let's bring it back around to daytime. So, town. Now, the first thing I think that this town needs is, bear with me, a great big circular plaza. There we go. Just a little steppy up. Roughly centered in town. It's not going to be perfect, and I don't want it to be. Roughly circular plaza. Kind of shrink that down a little bit. I just want it to be a circle on the ground. Yeah, there we go. And I think that in this plaza we need a tower. So there's a platform for it. And this is going to be in several pieces. First of all, I think I want that one to be more of a dark brick or stone. Second of all, center up. Second of all, we need a smaller piece. Probably would be easier if I just did the tall thing and then I put the base around it, but I'm already here, so we carry on. Whoop! Just like that. And this piece, I think, is going to be a lighter stone, maybe even a plaster. I'm not quite sure yet. Not that light. I don't like that. I think it should stand out a bit, but not a lot, Okay. Something. And then finally up at the top, we need it centered. Sort of. Okay, come on. Center up. Hi. Don't need the support beam struts to be like that. That goes to a peak. Okay, that can't go any taller, but I think I might be able to stack things if I'm a little careful with this. Hold on. Slight change of plans. Because this did not strike me as quite tall enough. I want it taller. I think we can do better than this. Kinda centered. Whoop! Okay, I don't need it quite that tall, but that is funny. That is good to know that you can just stack and stack. There's a limit up there somewhere. I'm not looking for it just yet. I could just kind of... Hold on. Hold on. Because I don't necessarily want it to get that much thicker before it gets to the top. I would like it to stay relatively narrow. So we can thin it down a little bit. Get those crenellations as kind of a decorative element. That's not too bad. Alright, now the actual last thing. It's gonna fight me a little bit on the camera angles. Okay. Oh, god damn. Woo! Sometimes I swear the controls in this game just go out of control. Okay. That is a tower. That is absolutely a tower. Okay. Okay. Yep. Let's get this. And maybe that. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And I think there should be a color. I'm not sure what color, but I think there should be a color. Huh. Any thoughts? We could do black. Blue's not bad. Green would be interesting. White is standard, a little bland, but it works. There's kind of this, like, peach color. That would be different. Gold. Orange, really. Pink or red. I'll click this for now, but I'm not certain. I don't think it matches very well. The roof is also going to make a bit of a difference, because the roof could be, like, purple or something. Or green. The green isn't too bad with that, honestly. Or neither is the aqua. Okay, not blue with that. That Not green with that, rather. That blends in too much. White's okay. Do a darker color. No. No. I could just stick with the stone here. Do I want to? Do I really want to? Not sure. That's not too bad, really. Okay, so. There isn't really a way for me to make this a clock tower, which is my vision, really. But, it's just not possible. So, have some nice, windows in each direction. And we're gonna pretend that these are clock faces or something like that. I'm envisioning a clock tower. The game doesn't quite give me the tools to make that happen. I can just get the stupid... They do not want to cooperate, so this one's going to be an odd one out. Oh well. Alright. With that... And I think some banners kind of going down the sides would not go amiss. What should the design be for the banners in town? Ooh, it's blurring. It's really wanting to focus on the... Okay, there we go. So, I've got moons and leaf sprigs on the face house. There's bird. I think bird, actually. I haven't used bird a lot. So this is now Bird Town. Yeah, and I might change the color. I just haven't decided on what the predominant colors should be in here. Look at that, they face opposite directions. That's great. Okay. We'll just kind of continue this. Perfect. Okay. Technically, there can be two colors, because the banners will alternate. So blue is the default. There is red. There is pink. There's yellow, green, teal, kind of a blue, pinky purple, darker purple, a maroon red, and a black. I think that yellow actually doesn't look bad here. So I might do 2 yellow. And then the other 2 colors, they can stay blue, or we could go for the green and just kind of take this clock tower color set with kind of the peachy yellows and the green roof. And just kind of work with that. Yeah. Let's just kind of work with that. Oh, also the arrow slits. They made it so that those can glow internal colors, but the only way they could really, like, make it work within the game itself was by also allowing you to custom color the frames of them. So you couldn't color the frames of these before, now you can. I'm really just adding these so that there's a little bit of visual difference on the core of the tower on the way down. So... there we go. With that, that tower is pretty well complete. I do think that I should probably have some kind of little, like, service door sort of thing down here. Nope. Just for the sake of, how does somebody get in there to, like, repair or clean or anything else? This thing. And that should always be possible, so... Let me just kind of see if I can scoot that down. And see if a door will fit of any kind. Okay, not that kind. Will this one? Yes, it will. Alright. There we go. That's the first building in this town, and it's purely there to be a town center feature. It's the sort of thing where you go into town and you're with a friend and you're like, okay, where do we meet up? By the clock tower. Everybody meets up by the clock tower. Okay, that being done, let's actually put down some buildings. We'll leave a little bit of like an alleyway around it, but for right now, I don't need it all the way down there. I think it can just kind of go there. So, let's get 2 stories on this. Let's make it long. We're gonna keep this one simple. Yeah. Some rough building shapes in. Frankly, I'd probably be having a easier time of this if I went in with, okay, and I need to have, like, the baker's house or something like that, but I am kind of just rough sketching right now. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing. I'm just kind of going, that looks like a shape. This looks like a shape. This looks like a shape something would take. You know what? I think that there should be a, like an awning type area, kind of right about here. And I am going to mess with this immensely. Yeah, right about there, okay. Yeah. Okay, this is starting to look a bit like a shop stall or something like that, and I kinda like it. Kinda like it, okay. What can I do? Can I get a fence in here? Or is it too low down? I can get a fence in here. It's not the best, but it certainly is there. What happens if I try putting a path underneath? Because it is a bit far down. Okay. Ooh, I can't raise this any higher, though. That is the height limit. So it's not quite what I was hoping for. Okay. Never mind that. Okay. Right, any lanterns in here are not going to be the post kind. They're going to be either hanging off a wall or sitting on the ground. I did forget about that. Okay, okay. Hold on a second. I've got another thought. And that thought is wall. Because wall can be tall. Wall can be very tall indeed. Unfortunately, it gets rid of the support beam if it goes up too high. What if I kind of scoot it back from that? Okay. That is a little unfortunate. That's not what I was hoping for. Okay. You know what? Hold on. Oh, it's not. Hold on. It's trimming one or the other. I'm not sure which. Right, okay. No. Okay. Nope. Okay. Alright, that doesn't quite work, but what if I... Hold on. Alright, it kind of makes some weird gaps, but... And there's a little bit of a gap at the top. I might be able to raise the top part, though, now. Hold on a second. I'm gonna have to color all this bit by bit. Okay. I have a height limit, but I can technically... Why did I do this? I was partitioning it off. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna hecking lower these and make it counter instead, because that seems like a smarter use of this. Oh, goodness. Good to know, though. Good to know that there is a limit to how high you can build a little, like, wall thing before your support beams go, now hang on, I feel unnecessary. Okay. I think I want to, I want to make a thing. I want to make a further counter thing. But only goes so far. The smart thing to do would have been to color it first, but I did not say I was playing with a full brain cell today. I am just kind of doing stuff. Okay. Now. Okay. Kind of scoot that a little closer just so the beam touches. Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. So, best way to get clutter and stuff is windows and doors. So, for that purpose, I think I really want a birdhouse in there. Thanks very much. I understand you really want there to be a birdhouse, but I do like the crates of things. That actually works really well. Come on. There we go. No. No, we gotta keep the crates. The laundry is hanging a little low. I think that probably shouldn't be the case. Okay. That's a better place for laundry, I'm gonna be honest. Okay. Okay. To be honest, I feel like there should be an actual front door over here. Because that is for whatever little shop thing is going on. I'd like to be able to put like a table or something in there. That'd be neat. But right now, we're working with what we've got. And that's fine. I think that should be laundry, yes. That shouldn't. Alright. Now it's time for windows and windows and windows in the back. The bench is a little silly, but whatever. It's a back alleyway. Somebody's set that somewhere. Now, is this just an old-style apartment building with a little, like, storefront that the owner of the building lives in? Maybe. I'm not quite sure. And to that end, should I just make a door down here? I don't know. Maybe not. Leave that up there. Okay. So that's building number 1, and the one thing I did forget is a chimney. It should probably be kind of more towards the center of the house. There we go. Okay. Time to carry on. We want another building. Let's also make this one kind of long. Kind of tall. We can get 3 stories on here. Oh boy. Alright, okay. Kinda squished in there. Alright, let's see. Yeah, that's fine. What happens if I kind of do a little bit of this and a little bit of that? I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I really don't entirely know what I'm doing, but I'm doing something. I am very much doing something. Okay. There's interesting shapes going on here. I'm not entirely sure what they're all up to, but they certainly exist. That is also a shape. Okay. Okay. I kind of like the stone pillars. I don't know what this is. Whatever it is big. It definitely deserves double doors. You know what? Maybe this is some kind of, like, tavern or something. I don't know. It's got this big, like, outdoor seating type area. I'm not quite sure. Signpost is appropriate there for once if it is a eating establishment of some kind. Okay, let's see. Okay. Just kind of get another door down here. Little side entrance. Back entrance. Get that chimney in there. And finally, we need some lanterns. Whoops. Undo. I like that signpost being there. You should be able to easily see your way to this place. Though, honestly, I have neglected the lanterns on this other one as well. Let me, fix that a little bit. banners? Perhaps a little? I like the idea of there being like a sunshine banner for this. Let's make it yellow. Okay. I have not dressed up the coloring or anything on this. So, what shall it be? Pink, red, gold. It's gonna be gold and white. I don't mind peach. Okay. So far I've got some big buildings. I think I should pepper in some small ones. Yeah, sure. Looks like a strawberry. Got its cute little shutters. It's got, window box. More shutters. Hay out the back. I don't know why the hay roll is doing out the back, but it sure is there. Not a whole lot else to do with that. Just make this one the simplest little house, like no frills, nothing, to ever exist, and then we'll get on with the fancy stuff as well. There we go. Yep. Tiny pink cottage. Let's keep going. Let's make this one long. Ooh, let's do this one in tiers, because I have not really done the stacky stack ones. And I think I want to do something with that, the design where the house kind of goes outwards at the top. And like has those support struts. So I'm going to do stone at the base, and then I'm going to do a wood topper of a very slightly larger size. So I think that actually it has to be up here, so I'm going to have to make the base taller. There we go. From what I remember about these sorts of houses is that they came about basically in cities where there wasn't a lot of ground space to build on. Like, your footprint could only be so great. But the higher you got, you could get into space where it's like, oh yeah, there's room. There's room between these houses. I can work with this. And so you have these floor plans start springing up, where the upper floor has a lot more ground space than the foundation does. You also have situations where, like, there's plenty of space to walk between buildings, but the upstairs neighbors could probably reach across and, like, shake hands through their upper floor windows. Okay. Okay. I think that's pretty good. Let's just go ahead and... I want this to be the wood, yes. I want the wood to be... something. Let's make this one dark. Yeah, let's do that. That looks good. That looks pretty good. Okay. I am going to give it a teeny tiny little entryway. Let me just kind of scoot that in a little bit. Scoot that way in. There we go. Nah, I don't like that as much. I think that it needs to stay like that, which means that I do need to kind of bring that in. That's fine. That's fine, though. Okay. Let's get those front doors. Front window kind of stuck there. And upper story windows. I like how it makes the little zigzag shapes out of wood and just kind of pops them in. Okay. Oh, I want the laundry thing, but I want the shutters on both of them. Unfortunately, it's not letting me do that, so... Ah, come on. There we go. Also, thing that, I noticed somebody else... in somebody else's thing. There's a little crab pattern. What game is this? It is called Tiny Glade, and it just recently came out. And, you just kind of sandbox build tiny little buildings, and it procedurally generates, it just kind of generates your decorations, your styles of things. You don't have full control over what's going on, but you can kind of work around it. It is newly out on Steam. Ooh, I want a corner window here. No, come back. There we go. See, I can kind of bring things back by, changing where the window is. Whoops. Oh, I can't see a thing. Ha! I'm all over the place. Okay. People are, stretching their laundry across the alleyway. I don't think I want that because that's hanging too low, so we'll just change the window type. There we go. Wow. Okay. Controls are a little bit tricky still in this game. A little bit finicky. You kind of end up finding yourself inside buildings from time to time. I love the sound effects, though. You just hear the tile and the rock go crunch. Okay. We are buzzing right along with this little village, this little town. I think I want something else, though. I might just do another one of those, like, raised ones. Kind of like that. But going this way, and I might mess with the angle on it a little bit. Let's kind of do a little something here. I stick that there and then kind of go with an L shape. What is this gonna look like? I wonder. Yeah, I've seen people compare it, that's the word. Compare it to a game like, oops, wrong one. A game like, Townscapers. Where it's like, the fun of it is in basically seeing what pops up and trying to control that as best you can. Would it be silly to do this? No, not silly at all. At least I think. Let's kind of bring that outwards a bit. Yeah, like that. Okay. What if I do all of it like wood siding and just have that yeah, have that railing up there. I could have this like porch patio sort of thing going on. Let's see. There we go. Yeah. It's a lot of fun just seeing what kinds of shapes and things you can do. I have seen people make entire castles in this game. I've seen pictures of people doing things like there's somebody who did like Rivendell as a time lapse. And it is intense, it is insane. They are doing shapes with these buildings that these buildings are not made for. You have two buildings. You have a round tower and you have a square or rectangle. And these people are like layering multiple squares all together in order to make smooth curves. There is an intense attention to detail that some people are bringing into this. It is absolutely the coolest thing. I'm just making little shapes. I just make little places. I don't do the extreme decorative works that I've seen other people do. Oh yeah. The really crazy thing is, this game, you don't even, like, directly decorate. You just have to kind of hope the right sort of thing spawns in. And shift things around until, like, it looks good. Don't like that cloth hanging in the bench. No, stop moving over. Okay, that's an interesting thing. So, see how I've got two buildings layered? The interior of one is just clipping and covering the window for another. So, I might have to, real quick, grab this. Just kind of shift it inwards a little. Yeah, it's really messing with those windows. Oh well. I'm just gonna keep on going. It'll be fine. I don't need that many benches, frankly. That'll do. %100% trial and error. You know what? I think a corner window might do well here, but not one with the cloth on it. Okay, time to put windows along here, I guess. Whoops, link those up, thank you. Hey, we got 3 with shutters. Very nice. Okay. Now I do need some lanterns. I forgot to put one on here, so that'll get one. I need a lantern way back here. Maybe one on the ground up here by the post. Definitely one up here. And then I think this looks like a place that would benefit from a couple of banners. Sheepy banners. Let's recolor them. La 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 la. A green, maybe? I think the green is pretty good. Speaking of recoloring... yeah. Greenhouse. Not a greenhouse, but, you know, it's a greenhouse. It's probably some kind of place of business. It's a little big to be a house. Goodness if I can tell you what it is, though. I've no idea at this point. Bright yellow, yeah. I think it should look a little cobbled together. Yes. Okay. Now what I think we need here are 2 very small houses. Just kind of vary things up a little bit. I'll give one of them a front step, though. Very simple. Maybe not that. That'll work. This house gets to look out into the forest. And let's not have the giant clothesline go across the ground. Thanks much. Alright, let's see. Probably I want that. I think I do want that. Let's go ahead and make this one made of brick. Red door. Brick. Yes. Oh, I've been forgetting about chimneys. I do so often forget about those. Okay. You get a chimney, you get a chimney, and I think you get a chimney. And let's go ahead and change some colors up. You get a dark one. Yours can be that. Yours is probably fine as is. I'll make it a little more pink. Alright. That's fine. That's fine. Another house. They're gonna have a little bit of a domed roof. And I think that I'm gonna put a little, little side sort of thing on it. If I make that square, that's not quite what I'm after. Oh well. Let's squeeze that in there. Close enough. I think their front door also faces this, 'cause why not? Cities can be built in all sorts of ways. Just kind of... Where'd you go? I'll just kind of put that there. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just gonna change up the color so that it doesn't blend in quite so much. Yeah, the yellows and pinks do best. Could be the only house in town with a purple roof. You know what? I'm gonna leave that a different color. It is going to be a an addition that was made, and in fact the roof is going to be very slightly off as well. So they made an addition onto the house, like a little like shed storage space. They weren't able to get like exactly the same colors that they had before. Hold on, I can just kind of yeah, like that. Okay. Time to get some doors and things on here. So first of all, there's that. Second of all, there's that. Third of all, there's that. Da 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 da. Just kind of they just kind of got windows popped in here and there. Single window there. Yeah, I like the barrels sitting around. I'm feeling like the pitchforks and shovels maybe don't mesh that well with what this place specifically is. But that's okay. They're not too far from the edge of town. Alright, so that is a wild mishmash of nonsense that has no rhyme or reason. City planning is not my thing. I'm just gonna leave it at that. City planning is very much not my thing. Just kind of put that there. Put that there. Do. Thank you. I guess that is a very nice thing about this game. Is generally stuff is gonna come together and look really cohesive. That's something that I really liked about, even just when it was just a demo, is they have a very limited color palette, but it's limited in such a way that things are generally gonna look good. You know, things are gonna complement each other, they're gonna match. Oh, it's always possible to make it look funky. Whoops. That being said, it's hard to make it look, like, cursed. Ack. Alright. The camera movement's a little cursed. But that's pretty much it. Let me through, let me through. Oh, gosh. Whoops. There we go. Oh, that's interesting. I think I accidentally got that there. Okay. That's not where I want you. Just sit there and sit tight. Okay. Yeah, the laundry belongs up there. That's good. That is correct. I don't think we need 2 wood piles, to be quite honest. That'll do. That's better. I love the shared laundry line. It's hilarious, and it's up high. I love that. Okay. Okay. To be quite honest, I'd prefer it if it went this way, so 1 second while I change that type and do this until there we go. There we go. Okay, mostly there we go. Kind of put a couple of lanterns around, because, Gonna want people to find their way at night. Look at that. So far it's a lot of very, very straight up rectangular buildings. That's fine. But you know what? I think I want to see if I can get like a little market stall. Da 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 da. Okay. Wood, naturally. Let's do some brighter colors. Oh, this is gonna look a little silly, but that's gonna be okay. So. Oh, unfortunately, it was the stone walls that looked the best for this, so... Can you put windows on stone walls? I actually don't know. Hold on. Because if so, we can use them to decorate. You can, but they aren't popping up any decorations. That is a little unfortunate, because I'd really like some decorative elements. Okay. That didn't quite work the way I wanted it to. Okay. Let's just put this over here. A little, like, resting area or something. I'm gonna do something a little goofy. I don't think it's gonna work. I'm gonna try it. That's as thin as you can make a building. It does have to be at least a certain height in order to get, like, windows or doors onto it. It spawned something in. Okay. It's a silly thing, but it got decorations spawned in, so, heck, I'll take it, I guess. It's a little seating area now. Huh. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's do a red one. I have not done one of those yet. I'll put this front part into pink. I will make the roof, green. Like a little watermelon. And then I shall mess with stuff. Make a little border around it. Just so it looks neat. Should I do a full, like that? No, it cuts into the street too much. I'm gonna cut it off right there. Alright. Oh god, why 3 shovels? I don't need the double shovels. Okay. Whew, okay. Well, it's not fully done, but it's a pretty good, like, it's a pretty good little start to a tiny town. And then, of course, fairy house. So I think I'm pretty satisfied with leaving it here. I've been going for about 2 hours. It's a interesting test run already, running this game and the PNG thing at the same time. My computer seems to be doing okay, but I don't want to stress it too much. Hi, is it Werethom? Weretham? I was just about to sign off, so I'm so sorry you just arrived. But yeah, I just played a little bit of Tiny Glade and got about, I'd say, halfway through a tiny town. And have on the side a bridge going across to a forest and a little fairy house that I built for my own preferences and specifications. So, I guess as a final little show of things, I think we should look at this in nighttime mode, just to see how all the lanterns and windows look. There we go. You know what? I think that the clock tower here, the center tower, could do with a couple of lanterns itself. Just kind of down around its base at the very least. Because it is the one thing that is very dark, and I think that should change. Because it doesn't deserve that. Ooh, I've got this one much higher than the others. Hold on. It is hard to be precise in this game. There we go. Thank you. Oops. I lost my lantern. So yeah, I highly encourage checking it out. For a long while there was a demo out. I don't know if they took the demo down with the full release being out. They might have. I I think I somehow managed to randomly place that way down there. Okay. Let's kind of put that there instead. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, and as limited as your actual building options, your starting options are, there is a lot you can do with them in terms of how they interact with each other and what they cause to, like, pop up or happen along the way. There's some stuff that I know about that I didn't even, like, do here. For example, the chimney mostly can only go on a roof, can kind of go down a side like this, wall or corner, but if you put it near or underneath a window, it turns into this, like, copper pipe sort of thing. And you can absolutely, like, leverage the fact that the little window slit things can start as a single little square in a wall. Pop one of those down, put the copper pipe chimney in underneath it, and start doing a very different style of build and decoration. You know, it's not one that I was really going for here, but it can absolutely be done in this game with that. So yeah. Yeah. It's really fun, it's a nice little sandbox thing, it's very relaxing. But I am going to leave it here for now, and for today, it's, I've got a lot coming up and going on, and yeah, it's gonna be a couple of weeks before I can stream again, so I just wanted to do something simple. So, let's just go ahead and leave it here. You guys have a good one, and thanks for coming and hanging out. Until next time. Bye.